I'll paraphrase Shakespeare to answer a query on the new Honda City. Is it a facelift? Is it a new gen? That is the question.
Well, to establish the fact that this is not an all-new car, but instead of facelift, what you get is a fresher element added to the face section of the car. So you get a new grille and you also get a redesigned bumper. And that is the only treatment that you get that is changed from the previous model of this car. At the rear section as well, you don't get that much changes apart from a bit of nip and tuck here and there. The profile is the same.
Even with the limited tweaks, the compact sedan looks sporty. It looks aggressive yet elegant, and the carbon wrap effect to the front and rear adds character, while the chrome treatment adds depth. Personally, I would have preferred this to be completely blacked out. Even then, the car manages to strike a personal connect. The cabin is even more identical, but the difference lies in the details.
The cabin of the petrol version of the Honda City is slightly different than the hybrid version of the City. So what you get is the wireless charger is at the front instead of the back because the handbrake comes in this position. So that is managed at the front. But an interesting aspect over here is that you can remove this element from the car. So you can remove it and place it in your glove box so that you can free up this space for the cup holders.
There's even wireless connectivity for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
Apart from that, what I really like is the infotainment unit. It is the same unit that we've seen before with the Honda City, but this time they've updated the user interface, so it's much more smoother, it's much more cleaner, it's much more responsive than before.
The seats are still plush and offer a comfortable drive. Ventilated seats though would have maximized this sentiment, but that is now compensated with the quality of the 360-degree camera, which is also improved. But there's more to it.
What also is new with the Honda City Petrol is the availability of ADAS functionalities. We've seen it on the hybrid version of the City, and now it also makes its presence felt in the petrol version.
Features such as the collision avoidance braking, road departure warning, lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control makes driving on highways so secure. Honda has even updated the 1.5-litre iVTEC petrol unit of the compact sedan that is now compatible with E20 fuel. Then there's also the hybrid version that we drove last year. Along with this is the updated naturally aspirated unit producing 119 brake horsepower and 145 Newton meters of peak torque. First one we drove was the hybrid version.
Now, driving the City hybrid has always been a very pleasurable experience. I mean, there's ample amount of grunt, there's enough power, there's enough torque on tap, and that's especially because of the hybrid system, the strong hybrid system, because there's the electric motors and the Atkinson cycle petrol engine, the 1.5-litre engine. They work so well, they are in sync that you never feel that you're out of breath or out of power, and the car will always keep on surprising you.
The switch between the hybrid and engine mode adds to the overall experience.
And then there's the petrol version of the City. Now, it is still in essence the same Honda City that we've seen. It's lovely, the engine is so responsive, the gearbox is slick, the shifts are so smooth, and the ride quality is unparalleled. But the only difference that you get from the hybrid version and the petrol version is the feel. I mean, you are driving a petrol version, so that grunt that you hear at the start, at the mid, and as well as at the top is just like music to the ears.
The bifurcation between the two is clear. If you want fuel efficiency, then there's nothing better than the hybrid version. But if it is performance that you crave, then the petrol version is what you should get. Because in terms of pricing, the City CVT is still more affordable than the fully loaded automatics of the Volkswagen Virtus and even the Skoda Slavia. Only the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz is the least expensive in the segment, and the Hyundai Verna will soon receive a major upgrade. Having said that, the Honda City is still one of the best cars out there. It may seem that the Honda City is out of the race with the arrival of fresher products, but there's no denying that the car still has game, even after being in the market for more than 20 years.